welcome to the crack of dawn. I see the light, not in a creepy way. I'm so glad to have you back tonight. Coachy was supposed to be my guest. Hi, Coachy. We're gonna paint next time. We're gonna paint hockey. I was supposed to be wearing a jersey, a hockey jersey. I didn't know which one to pick, but I know he was gonna wear the New York Rangers, so I'm gonna wear one of his jerseys as my dress next time, so it'll be fun with Coachy. Everybody knows Coachy, Jason DeCarolis out of Bristol. Speaking of outfits, I did a whole series of Barbie paintings. My daughter doesn't have Barbies anymore, but I did about 13 of these. And I thought, these are so cool. I would love to have a carpet in my living room and then put like my couch here, my coffee table there. How cool would this be on your floor in a huge, I'm trying to get into the textile business. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'll make my own Barbie. So I did. And I had all these Barbies done. This isn't from the same painting, but it's a tank, American Apparel. I sent some to Nicole Miller. Thank you, Nicole Miller, and Cynthia Nixon, for letting me use all your, I know my style isn't as good as yours because I'm not a fashion designer, but it was a great idea. So with your paintings, you can do stuff like this. You can make postcards, whatever you want. Okay, so thank you so much. Now, one of my students, and this happens a lot, if my easel breaks or anything moves around, it's just, you know, this is a little heavy. One of my students, Lynn, she said, you know, honey, this hangs in my bathroom or whatever, or wherever it hung. Do you think we could paint this today? I'm like, sure. Okay, so I have 2 classes back to back. This is easy. It's so easy. You won't believe it. Every one of the seniors did it fine. And it's Impressionist. Impressionist is a little blurry. You know, you don't have to worry about detail. There's no eyes, there's no nose, there's no emotion. Well, there's emotion, but my director and new friend Dawn are helping tonight. Thank you so much. She said, you know, Dawn, Easter's coming. And for those of you who celebrate Easter, it's all over the place. I can put a little Easter basket in her little thing, because she's already wearing a bonnet, so it's so cute. So let's get started. I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna need one of them to look at, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave this one. If it breaks and crashes, well, you know what? It might break and crash. Let's see. So I might use that one. Let me think. It's okay. I wing it a lot over here, so this is how we do it. So I'm gonna show you how to do the sketch. And I hope you can see, but it's sort of like slicing a piece of pizza. You're gonna slice the triangle right in half, okay? I brought a Sharpie, okay? I'm gonna say, how far up is this part here? My canvas is bigger than this. So what am I gonna do here? Well, I'm gonna go around right about here, and that's right about where that is. And then down here, it slices over here to the pizza, maybe around here. Excuse me. So you're gonna connect the two. You're gonna go like this, okay? And again, this is a marks a lot, so this is a permanent marker. It's gonna be hard to get rid of the black, but I do want you to see what I'm doing. So that's the first thing you're gonna do. Now, there's some bushes and things over here. I just kind of go like this. You don't even have to look. Look, it's a bush. And then there's something over here hanging around over here. It's another rose bush coming off the wall. Now, the rock wall. This is your perspective. So all of these lines that are starting here, this is a wall. Okay, when you build a wall, no, the rocks aren't perfect, but it's built straight. So all the lines like this are gonna go down, all of them, okay? They might be a little shaky like this, but they're still gonna go straight down. As long as they're going straight down, you've got yourself a cute little wall going on. And that's very, very backgroundy. Okay, so now the figure. Now, this is great. It's just a stick. So we're gonna do the boy first. Now I'm looking, where is his hat? The hat hits right about here. And if you screw it up, nobody cares. It doesn't matter if he's walking here or over here. But this is how I do it. I say, okay, this couple is kind of centered, but it doesn't have to be. So I'm gonna start with the top of his hat, which is a circle, and it's right about here. Okay? And then it comes out of his hat like this, and it's another circle, and it goes into that one. That's it. Look at that. It's like a sunny side up egg. Oh, who would have known? Okay, sunny side up egg is the boy with the hat. I love it. I should have said that in class. Then there's a ribbon around it, but don't worry about that. That's too, you don't need those details. Shoulders. Now, you see a little bit of his neck here, but you're not really sure what you see. So you just put in like that. And then his shoulders go over like this, okay? One arm is there. One arm is there. and his waist is probably about here, and his leg is walking, and the other one's walking. Just sticks, that's all you need. Then you can add the pants, okay? And then you can add his cute little shoe. He's walking in his little cute kid sneakers and his little socks, okay? And then we're gonna do the girl. Okay, isn't it so fun? It's so exciting. So the girl, her hat is a little lower. She's sort of looking at him. She's a little smaller than him. I think they're a little too young. But hey, brother, sister, going to Easter together, huh? You never know. My earplug's falling out, but I don't care. I love it. That's all right. One day, these things will be in my ears all day long, so I better get used to it, right? Huh. Okay, or not. Now, we're gonna do the same thing with her hat. We're going up. Now hers is a little like it, you know, maybe it got tossed around the back of the car on the way over to Easter, but anyway, it looks a little bit warped. So her hat's kind of going like this, okay? And then she's got a little like thingy, little cute bow, okay? Same thing with her. This time you can't see her face or her neck, okay? So it starts, her hand is holding his, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but then over here are her shoulders. Her other little arm is going like this, and her arm here, you can only see part of it. I'm gonna extend it so that she can be holding a basket, okay? So I'm gonna go in here, and her dress goes out, so cute. Just look at the shapes, okay? We'll figure out how they're holding hands later or what's going on. And it looks like she's a flamingo today because it looks like she has one leg, but she doesn't. So we're gonna put in the legs, and she's got this little cute black shoes that everybody wore. Now people are going to church. Oh, I'm blocking everything. How's this, everybody? See, I'm learning. My directors, if you have a director back here, they say you're blocking everything. And I'm like, oh, I am? Perfect. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this shadow in. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's under them. And it blocks up and makes some good space for you. And that's pretty much all you need to do to start the painting. Okay? We're going to put an Easter basket in her hand. I might have made her hand a little too long. But if I put it maybe like that, she can be carrying a cute little basket of eggs or whatever. And he can have one too, you know? The boy can have a basket of eggs. I love it. We're gonna put boy eggs here. They both have baskets. How cute is that? So you can add whatever you want. You can drop a couple eggs on the ground. Look at how cute. It would have a little shadow underneath. He dropped one here. Oh, how cute. It might look like droppings though. Oof. So maybe I'll get rid of it. It's not winding trails. With the geese. So we are going to start painting. Now, because this is glass, I'm going to use my version because it's close enough. It's not as good as this guy's. Hold on, I've got to credit him because that's probably, I always credit the artist. This is Ivan Anderson, S-A-I. I have no idea. S-A-I. Maybe a kid would know what that is for. It's probably like BMX, you know? I don't know. But that's our artist. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get these colors. This color is called flesh. I've never seen anybody that color. So I don't know why they call it flesh. But anyway, it is. Huh? They should call it like flamingo. But it's like a pinkety stuff. The yellow is to make some more tone because I know I have a lot of yellow in my skin. And some people do. I've seen people that look gray. So I put in some yellow ochre, some pink, whatever you want to call it, a little bit of red, dark brown, yellow, some green, any color you want, blue, any blue, it doesn't matter. Black, your black and white, very important. So we're gonna go in, and I'm gonna take this brush. It's one of my favorites. It doesn't slant down like my favorite one, but this is a flat brush, and you can see it's getting all spindly and flying off and getting hairs everywhere, but it's okay, okay? Starting with my background, people say, what are you gonna start with? Well, I'm gonna do this whole wall. So instead of saying, well, that part of the wall is dark, and that part's light, and this part's white, who cares? What we do is we make the whole thing. I took some burnt yellow ochre, sorry, or burnt sienna, same thing. Mixed it with some black to get this really muddy kind of wall-y, you know, look. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint the whole darn thing, and it's resisting the water, but it was doing that today in class. So you just have to really push it in there. Sometimes you might need some more paint, okay? So if it's resisting the water, like it did with my Tom Brady one, oh, but I didn't stop. I was like, I am not gonna stop on this. So I finished that one, even though it did this. So canvas, they're usually pre-gessoed, which means they have this white stuff painted on them, and they're not supposed to resist the water like it's resisting mine. It happens sometimes, But sometimes it could be a lot of people, I can't afford to paint, it's so expensive. Well, it depends on what you buy. Just like clothes, just like your hairdresser, just like if you do your own nails. You can do your own nails just as good as, and I won't say where I went recently, but the next day my nails looked like I went through a meat grinder. It didn't look good, and I have man hands. I know, I paint. I get dirty. But still, my nails looked good for like an hour. And it's not the place's fault, it's my fault. It's hands, everybody's different. My hands don't do well at the manicure lady. But I love it. I love to sit there. Eleanor Greenleaf, carpenter. She loves to get her nails done. And then she picks it all off, Nancy says, right, Eleanor? She picks it off because it's fun. And so they don't care. Kind of wastes time. So we're going to fill in this whole background, and we're going to go fast because I don't really want to go into another episode. I really want to show you that you can fill this up quick. Maybe I'll grab a bigger brush. It's just slightly bigger. Again, it's not the greatest brush, but you can do whatever you want here. Pretty soon, there's going to be a new restaurant called Frida's in Elmwood, where Tapas used to be. And I never went to Tapas, but I always wish restaurant owners the best of luck. I am painting 3 6-foot murals in the new Mexican restaurant. I'm so excited because, I don't like to cook, and I love Mexican. And not all of it. I don't like those refried beans. I don't like the black beans. My daughter loves them. I like those chips with the salsa. I could eat those for the rest of my life with my high blood pressure pill because that takes care of the salt. But, I'll have that on the side. I see tons of people. They pop 32 pills, eat a Big Mac, and they're like ready to go. It's crazy. But you know what? Nobody cares. It's like, I have a friend, the one I go grocery shopping with. She runs marathons, takes great care of herself. And, I'm not so bad, but I'm not like her at all, except that we go to the grocery store, and we're a lot alike. We have the same parents kind of thing. But she's like, you know what? If I'm not dead by 85, I'm going to start drinking and smoking. I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious. But it really does. It's quality of life. So some people will live forever. It's really interesting, though, because I enjoyed having Eleanor on here, as I do enjoy my job at my senior center. So again, filling up that quick, and we need to move to the other colors, like the kids. So there is a little white in the background. And again, I always tell you, try to tackle the background first. So some of the rocks are moving this way. Think of the letter L. I'm making a lot of backwards L's and front L's. And I'm just moving it around here. Okay, I'm making another L here, just so it looks like Rockety Wally. Okay, throwing that in. And again, you are gonna see my Sharpie. So if you do this in pencil, you won't see any of these black lines. But if you get lost easily and you get nervous that you can't find your lines, a lot of times I do paintings in Sharpie, because when you go over something like this, I can still see it. So I can still figure out where I am. It doesn't make me as nervous. Now, the ground, it's white, it looks white, it's not all white. The way to find white is to squint your eyes. Squint your eyes, and you will see what is the whitest white of your painting. You'll start to see the grays, and you'll start to see the other colors. So let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the white, mix it with a little of this just so it's not all white, and I'm gonna put that and start to put the background. Now that mixed with my rock wall, but I don't get worried about that, I don't care. Because, first of all, I like to show you that it's fun, okay? We're gonna take the white, making it a little off-white just by putting it with a little gray, okay? And then, they had Nicole Miller Fashion Week, and she sent me the link, Cynthia did. It was so exciting. I don't know anything about that. I know I wouldn't want to sew. I probably wouldn't mind drawing drawings of models with clothes on, but I don't know how to do that. Never took any classes in that. It's pretty cool, though. Fashion designing, it's great. And it's good to see a lady doing well in the fashion design because, RIP to Karl Lagerfeld the other day. Now that we're talking fashion, I think he wore the same thing all the time, but he had like 1,000 of the same shirts. Always had that big pointy thing, and he sort of looked like the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. I don't know the name of that. He looked like that thing. But anyway, great designer. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and do my hats, because the hats are white, so let's put them in. Why not? Throw those in. They're not exactly white, because I'm just doing them all in one stroke. Okay? And then let's see what we can do next. We will do, oh, his shirt. So his shirt, it's not white. There's some of it that's white that hits the top of his shoulder and stuff, but we're gonna mix a little black with that, and we're gonna make his shirt gray. And then we're gonna put in the white. Okay? And you know, he looks a little hunched over here, but that's okay. Nothing I can't fix. Because you want him to look cute. A shadow here. The light is coming from this side. So it's hitting this side of the hats, which is causing a gray shadow on this side. Okay, and she's got a little gray going on her dress here that we'll put in later. And he's got some shadow on his leg there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something pretty bold because the people are drying, the background's drying, and why not, okay? Actually, I'm gonna do these because I'm up there. Then I'll do something really bold because it's pretty easy. But you gotta, you know, this acrylic paint dries really, really quickly, as Eleanor was saying, you know, and a lot of my students used water-based oil. There's really no difference. It's all paint. It's just all, well, there is a difference. It's all different, but it's, you know, you just have to accommodate for the different changes and figure it out. It's a lot of fun, okay? Now this green, this is like, you know, Barbie green. This isn't real. You don't see grass like this unless the people come to your lawn every day, but no. So I want to dull that down. So if I take some of this yellow ochre and mix it with my green, look at that. Now I've got this kind of dulled down green. That's kind of nice. And it's dulled down so it looks like it's in the background. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Hope everybody's been great. Painting it up, enjoying the weather. It's not that bad. We had a couple snow days. Today was a 2-hour delay for my kids. They love it. They do. See, and if you have two going at the same time, you can say, oh, I think I'll make that a little bigger and move around that, okay? Sometimes you can leave a little space so that when you put the pink rose in, it's easier to see the pink rather than going over the green. Again, paint the sides, which I have not been doing tonight, but paint the sides. It's very in now to paint the sides. Now, switching brushes. I only have 3 brushes going. They're all pretty much the same. We have 10 minutes. Do you know how long that is? I can't even believe it. So here's what we're going to do. Yeah, still nothing on my phone works, so everybody's trying to email. I can't imagine. I would love to read my emails right now. That would be hilarious. But at least I don't have really many obligations, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to make the pants, and I'm going to make them, taking this blue, mixing it with some black and white. And then I'm getting like a nice jean color, okay? So you're going to put this jean color on them. And if I go over all the stuff that I already did, I don't care because I'm just trying to make it really work. I want him to look like a little kid. His pants might need to come up a little, like that. Even more, maybe. Okay. And once you get the hang of it, it gets a little bit easier. The bow in her hat is cerulean blue, mixed with a little bit of white, and it makes it this really cute baby blue, which you can put right coming off of her hat right there. Okay. And he's got the same thing. He's got a stripe on his hat right there. Oops, I didn't make it great, but that's okay. I can fix it. Again, I've got some more brighter blues here. Put them in if I want to. Okay, and now we'll do her dress, and then we'll do our bold move. I don't think it's great, but I'm strapped for time. And sometimes they take 5 minutes, sometimes they don't. But I can go into another episode. We'll see. I think I'm going to be able to finish it. So I'm going to take this pink and some white, and I'm going to make it a really lighter pink, mixing a little yellow to make it peach. And then I'm going to throw in her dress. And she's so cute with her little dress. Then we'll get her little Easter basket in. So nice. Again, you can see my Sharpie, and I'm sorry, but you know, it makes it easier. There we go. So excited. Our Inside Edition CNN people are coming on. Bridget Gleason, I can't wait. John Olivier. Oh, they're all coming on. It's going to be March 15th. I forgot. I have a great memory. March 15th, March 25th. There's 3 dates. It's going to be so fun. And then they're probably going to want to get back to New York City. You know, I like the city. I get lost a lot. Yeah. My kids laugh at me. I still get lost in Farmington just trying to get home. I can't help it. I get lost. And, you know, now I got the GPS, which is like, ugh, terrible, really. She's got like a little pink thing going on in her hat there. Oh, while we have the pink, I may as well do the roses. So I'm going to mix a little pink with a little white. Now this is a magenta pink that you can buy right out of the bottle, but it's like a purpley. And you can put these roses in. Kind of gives it some nice color here. Okay. You can also give her dress a little bit more pink, maybe in the middle here. Whatever you want to do. Okay. And then we're going to do their, they need their skin color because they're going to look like ghosts walking along. And let's see, we're going to go Bruins game. Oh, I've got another one for you. So guess this. Going to another musical concert with my crazy music husband who loves music. And he's so quiet. Love you, Tone. So I am going, I think it's called The Grateful Dead, but I thought he died. So I think it's Bob Weir. No, I know that, but barely. So I've been listening to that all week. It just goes on and on and on. And I mean, God bless you, all those people out there that love him. And I'm going. I can't wait. And you know what? When I went to the Dickie Betts, loved that too. My husband has great taste in music. And we're not going to those big outdoor places where they're going to mob you and run you over. I don't like that anymore. But we like to go to the smaller places now. Now I'm going to put some light on his shoulder. Light is coming from this angle. So again, you're going to get the white is going to be on this side, okay? And then we'll do this skin color. White's going to be on that side. We've got a little bit of white coming over here. And you can move things around. Sometimes it just doesn't look like the way you want it. So you just move it around. We'll make her hat a little better over here. And we'll make it a little lighter on the top like this. Okay. And then right here. So I'll have fun. I'm sure it's very expensive to go to things like that now. But I got to send my kids to the Bruins game. And it's so expensive. I can't believe how much it is to go see a game, especially when you're a kid. All right, skin color. I'm going to take this pink because I already have it. And I'm going to take this yellow ochre and I'm going to mix it together. And I'm going to get something. And you know what I do a lot? I wish they would do this right up. They do it at the makeup counter. But you know what? It never matches. Oh, there you go. Little foundation for you. Cover up those blemishes. So we're going to put this on, and this is going to be his face. So I'm going to put a little more ochre on it, okay? We're just having fun tonight. But again, we're going to put a little bit there. We're going to put his little arm here, and we're going to connect their two arms here. Put hers there. She's carrying her little basket, okay? Oh, with the legs, okay? You put a little there. Starting to look together, starting to get together. Now we'll do my big fancy thing. And I think you'll notice a little bit of a difference. Now don't worry. I think it's coming off. That was kind of silly. But it is true. I can never get the color of my makeup. Never. They can't either. Ever. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the foreground and background a little bit more. You'll see that there's a lot of black in here, and that is a big difference. And his little cute kid sneakers that they all wore. My kid had them. I don't know if we had the kids, but we had something like that. So black shadow, we probably have 5 more minutes. They didn't say 5, but 5 goes a long way. So let's rush and go wild. 4 more minutes. So here we go. We're going to put in this beautiful thing. And I'm just going to keep rambling because this is so fun. And, it's going to be nicer out. And you're going to be able to come to my studio and say hi. And, anybody out there that wants some artwork, I always like to make it. That's kind of a junky brush. So I'm going to switch back. But I always like to make the art affordable. So, if you think I'm some fancy artist that charges a whole pile, it depends on what you're having me do. But I can also accommodate for anything, and I like to do that. So this is a shadow. It's kind of important. It needs to go in between his legs, and it needs to go around like this. You can always go back. But for 24 minutes, this isn't bad. The sketch was very important, okay? And of course, I added the Easter egg baskets, which is just going to add more time. But I can go over them, too. They don't have to be there. As a matter of fact, I might go over them just so we can finish this one. I'm going to do that. Okay. And then I'm going to go back. And it's just about getting there. We're going to put a little bit of darker bricks in the back. So I'm going to mix some of that with that. Just getting it a little darker. Okay, because around her hat here, it's a little darker than it looks there. Okay, you can put stuff like this in, and we want them to pop. We want them to come forward. So the whole trick is to get some darker stuff going near her hat and near him. And you can switch things around pretty easily like this. Okay, So we're getting along here. Remember the letter L, so I'm kind of moving backwards and forwards, just trying to make it look like some kind of brick or something, okay? Another thing we can do, sorry, I haven't been looking at you because I'm so excited that we have 2 minutes left. Oh, and if you want a Barbie tank, let me know. You can wear it to the gym. And if you go to my friend Joanne's spinning cat class at the Y, you can wear your Barbie shirt. I don't think she has one. Joanne, I'm gonna have to get you one. Okay, now there's a little yellow in that, and you know, while the credits are fading, I can still talk, so I'm going to. So I'm gonna make his sneaker a little yellowish like this, see? He's walking along. Well, maybe it's not like that, but close. Okay, close. And then, I had it right the first time. And then I'm gonna make the cute little red Ked sneakers, because they're so cute. And I'm gonna put that there. And then he's got one here. Okay, and she's got those little black cute things on. And I'm just gonna keep going on and on and on. And you can see, you can do one of these at home. I would recommend small. You know, start small. Don't worry so much. You know, start with your figures. If something looks wrong and you're like, oh, they look weird. Well, they are weird, then you gotta switch it. And I can help you with everything you need. If something looks odd, if something looks odd or wrong, okay? We got 1 minute. And, you know, thanks to Don and Kat, that's a great thing because I never know where I am with this thing. You know, it's like cleaning. Or it's like your kids being on the video games. I've been on a computer and I've gotten hooked. Checking the Facebook, and I no more of that because I lost it all. But, you know, checking this, checking that all day long, checking mail. You can waste a lot of time with that stuff. So what I'm gonna say tonight is enjoy the new year because it's only March, it's almost March, and we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna keep tuning in, we're gonna have great guests, and if you wanna be a guest on my show, I would love it. I hear all the time, I can't paint. Well, you know what? I don't want you to know how to paint. Like Eleanor, I don't want you to know how to paint because then you're gonna be better than I am. The whole point is that you're not good at painting.